Greetings. My name is Kaine, and it is my honor to guide you upon this journey. Firstly, thank you. Thank you for choosing you, for wanting to improve the quality of your life, and in doing so, the quality of the lives of those around you. To feel as though something controls you in life places you in the frequency of victimhood. Today, you will reclaim your true inner worth, your power to create the life that you desire. And as you allow for the words that I am speaking and the music that is playing to wash over you, allowing yourself to enter into a more receptive and deeply relaxed state of being. And throughout this journey, you don't need to do anything, as the subconscious mind will take care of all the learnings and all the integrations with ease, simplistically and effortlessly. All you need do, if you choose, is just watch with excitement or a childlike wonderment. Watch as this beautiful journey is experienced by you, for you, through you. So if you would like to go ahead and just allow for your focus to gaze inwards to the rise and the fall of your breath as it enters in through your nose and out through your mouth. In through your nose and out through your mouth. And as you allow this process to continue, doing so easily and effortlessly, just as you will allow for this learning, this integration, and this sense of freedom to be accepted on all levels of consciousness, easily and effortlessly. All the changes, the transformation, the learnings that will be integrated today will take place at a cellular level, as well as within the conscious, subconscious and superconscious self. This will take place within all realms of existence, all versions of reality, across all timelines and dimensions. We assure you that this change will be forevermore. All you need do is allow, as you continue to listen to the sound of my voice and the music in the background, as you enter into the most deep, receptive, responsive and relaxed state of being that you have ever experienced. And I would like for you now to simply bring up an image within your mind of you smoking, of the process that leads you to this point, and to the event, the thought, the feeling, the sensation, the sound, or the image that leads you to lighting up that cigarette. So almost as though you were watching upon the telly, you, and the step-by-step process that leads you to lighting up that cigarette. Just go ahead and allow for this image to unfold within your mind. As you watch the process involved, in reverse, from lighting the cigarette to the steps prior to it. And it may be that you have a thought. It may be that you hear something which triggers a response to want to smoke. It may be that you see something that triggers this response and the desire to smoke. Or that you feel something within your body, be it a physical sensation or an energetic response, an emotion. Whatever leads you to the actual event of smoking matters not. It is just interesting to see this process unfold. What we are going to do now is overlay a new image and a new response, so that whenever the old trigger is fired that would have previously resulted in you sparking that cigarette, in its place will be an image, a sensation, and a response that will leave you putrefied at the thought of even smoking. We are simply going to create the desire to never smoke to be stronger than the desire to smoke. And from this moment onwards, allowing the subconscious mind to fully and completely integrate this information, we will never again whisper, think, or even wonder over the expression or terminology, the words smoke. From this moment onwards, you will breathe clean, fresh air. The frequency of smoke will be removed, dissolved, dissipated, and in its place, the image, the frequency, the feeling and sensation of breathing only clean, fresh air. So I would like for you, knowing that you need do nothing other than allow for the subconscious mind to experience this process, to enjoy this journey. Go ahead and bring up a screen within your mind, just like a TV screen. And on that screen, bring forth the image, an old image, of you lighting a cigarette. And as you do, take a moment just to notice what this image is like. The colours, the vibrancy. If it is moving or still. If there are any important sounds, images, or feelings present. Whereabouts on the screen this image is. Is it large and centralized, or small and to one side? And take a moment just to notice if you are looking through your own eyes, or if you are watching yourself as you previously lit up a cigarette through a third person's perspective. And just allow for this scene to play. No judgment, no desire to change. Simply allow, watch, and observe. What we are going to do now is allow for the screen to go blank and to bring up an image of something else that is spherical. The image of something that would be repulsive to place between your lips. And all of the smells, the sounds, and the feelings that are attached to this object. So I would like for you to bring up the image of a piece of cat poo. And with this cat poo having been placed inside a box of cigarettes or inside a pouch of tobacco, go ahead and bring up the image of actually opening this box or this pouch and looking in and noticing that the desire to smoke is already reduced greatly. And really allow for yourself to tune in to the smell of this cat poo, and the texture as you hold it between your fingers, and the emotions, the feelings present as you go to put it between your lips. and clear the screen. Bring yourself back into a place of calm, of peace. A white blank screen, a neutral place and safe space. And again, when you think of the word smoke, go ahead and bring up the old image upon the screen within your mind. And in the bottom left hand corner, now go ahead and bring up the image of the cat poo. Within it, all the feelings and frequencies and sensations that are present, attached to the experience of holding, smelling, and even tasting that cat poo as you place it between your lips. And as you are watching this, watching yourself experience, it means that you can watch with wonderment, interest, and excitement for the transformation that this journey will bring. And take a moment, if you will, just to actually tune in to the image of the cat poo. And take note of the qualities and virtues of this image, the colour, the clarity, if it is moving or still. Any important sounds, feelings, or smells revolved or attached to it. And if you are looking through your own eyes or watching yourself within this image, and take a moment just to notice any differences or similarities between the old and the new image. And in a moment, I would like for you to bring up the new image, covering up the old. So go ahead and clear the screen and take a moment just to breathe. As you inhale that beautiful pranic life force energy that fills you and flows through you, and as you breathe out, releasing and surrendering everything and anything which no longer serves you. So go ahead and think about that old experience of smoking, and as you do, allow for the old image of placing a cigarette or a rolled cigarette between your lips, and then bring up the new image of the cat poo in the bottom left hand corner, and as quickly as replace, expanding and enlarging the new image to cover the old, with the thought, experiential feelings, sensations, emotions, the sounds, the shapes, everything within this image, everything attached to the feeling or thought or desire to smoke, now has this image of the cat poo between your lips overlaid in front of it. And go ahead now and clear the screen. And again, bring up the old image on the screen with the desire to place that cigarette between your lips. And take a moment just to notice if the colour has changed, if there is less desirability attached to this sensation, or if the feeling of placing a cigarette between your lips actually repulses you in any way. Bring up the old image on the screen once again, with the feeling or desire of old to smoke, and go ahead and bring up the new image of the cat poo in the bottom left hand corner, and once again blow it up, covering up the old image with the new zip, and increase the vitality of this image, increase the colour, and if it was previously black and white, go ahead and make it multicoloured, larger and larger. The thought and feelings of smoking now being overlaid with the sensation, the smell and the taste of cat poo being placed between your lips. Clear the screen. Go ahead and think about smoking and bring up the old image. Bring up the new image in the lower bottom left hand corner and blow it up, taking the old image and placing that in the bottom left hand corner. And clear the screen. And go ahead once again and think of the frequency of smoking and bring up the old image. Notice how different it is to only a few minutes ago. Bring up the new image, covering up the old, and reducing the old image into the bottom left hand corner. And the new image of that cat poo with all the smells, the tastes, and the sensations revolved around it. Allow as that feeling fully integrates into every fibre of your being, every atom, every molecule, and even the space between. The thought of smoking, bringing up the image, and all the sensations revolved around, placing a piece of cat poo between your lips. Clear the screen. Once again, I would like for you to think and just allow for the trigger to take place when I mention the word smoking, and actually forcefully try to bring up the old image. And notice how distant, how far away it now is. And again bring up the new image, overlaying the old and taking the old into the tiniest speck, single point in the lower left hand corner. And the new image of that cat poo. Go ahead now and ensure that you are looking through your own eyes, so that the feeling, sensation, the thought, and any attached emotion to the word smoking now brings up a physical embodiment and the representation of placing a piece of cat poo between your lips. Clear the screen. And go ahead and continue to think about the word smoking and bring up the old image, overlaying it with the new. And repeat this process a few times more until the old image is so far away, so small, so lifeless and distorted that you can barely even make it out. And then when you are ready to fully and completely transcend any addictive tendency towards the feeling of smoking, to break yourself free from that habitual habit of old, to integrate the learnings that you will breathe only clean, fresh air from this day onwards, integrating this truth, these learnings within the subconscious mind, doing so within every timeline, lifetime, realm of existence and reality, as well as within any universal potential dimension, doing so within every atom, every molecule, every fibre of your being, and even the space between. When you are ready to fully and completely step into the new version of yourself that breathes only clean, fresh air, with a feeling, emotion and sensation revolved around the word smoking, bringing up the image of that cat poo being placed between your lips. When you are ready, and only when you are fully and completely ready, upon the shrinking of that old image into the bottom left-hand corner of the screen, notice that you can actually click upon it, just like a PC screen. And with that small box, go ahead and drag it to the recycling bin that is found over your right hand shoulder, down and behind you, and place that image into that recycling bin and click empty, freeing yourself from the habitual habits, addictive tendencies, and lower vibrational sense of feelings that smoking used to bring you. To go ahead and do this now if you have not already done so, and I will return in a moment to integrate in completion and lock in place all of these amazing learnings and changes that you are creating within yourself for yourself. Well done. If you have not yet fully completed this journey, then go ahead and once more, for the last time, bring up that old image of smoking, overlaying the new image, reducing the old into the bottom left-hand corner and dragging it and placing it into the recycling bin, emptying the bin and freeing yourself from all previous attachments and experiences around the word and experiential situation of smoking. From this moment on, you will breathe only clean, fresh air. From this moment on, you will mindfully choose everything you do in life. From this moment on, you will enjoy all that life has to offer through the conscious awareness and choice of it, never by being swayed or persuaded by another or being limited by any addictive tendencies of old. Go ahead now, clear the screen and bring up an image of your most actualized, confident, most majestically beautiful self. And this image on the screen, bring up or raise the clarity of vision, increase the depth of color, add some music to the background if you desire, some movement, some excitement. This version of you is yours to experience. Simply walk the path towards your happy ever after. And go ahead now and focus your attention back to your physical body. And start to become aware of where you are in time and space. And go ahead and wriggle your fingers and your toes and even your nose. And focus your attention down towards your feet. And go ahead and picture as roots, deep supportive and grounding roots, as they grow out of the soles of your feet into the earth. And this will allow for any and all excess energy to easily and effortlessly drain out of the soles of your feet, freeing you from all limitations and expectations of old, creating time and space for you to enjoy yourself and all that life has to offer through the mindful choice of it, creating your life in the way that you desire to experience it. Go ahead and lock in place these learnings now, as though you are putting a lid on a Tupperware box, locking it in place, fastening and securing it. The knowledge of who you are and your unlimited potential to create the life of your dreams in all ways, shapes, and colours. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for taking this journey with me today. Thank you for creating these life-changing opportunities, for making this life-changing choice, and for the enrichment and positivity that you will now echo out to all those around you. Be proud of yourself and how far you have come, and allow for that pride to be accepted and appreciated by yourself and those around you. Grow forth into the most authentic and beautifully majestic version of you that you can possibly be. And I look forward to connecting with you again as we tune in to tune out, to enjoy this magical adventure that we call life together, one breath at a time.